Hello, good evening. Welcome our live talk show episode today. So we are talking about online and offline learning today. So what do you think is better, or both have their pros and cons? So basically, we have Vikram and Shreya with us today who are going to talk about, is online learning better than offline or no? So the topic is subjective. So definitely we have our own opinions, we have our own pointers based on this. But as we know that we have been in the pandemic state where we have been using online technology to the fullest, let's see how Vikram and how Shreya made use of the technology to the fullest for their career, for their development as individuals. But before we begin, I would like Vikram to just give an introductory line about himself.
Myself Vikram, and I work as a digital marketer at igebra.ai.
Okay, Shreya.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Shreya. I work as a junior digital marketing analyst at igebra.ai.
Great. So, Vikram and Shreya, today the topic that we decided was, is online learning better than offline learning? The sole reason for this topic was, since we all have been in an online platform, online phase, we wanted to discuss this. And as today also you can see, we are on a Zoom call. So again, it's something which is online. So Vikram, what do you feel? Do you feel that now we are that generation who's come into online all of a sudden? Because in our school days it was all about books and just offline things. So now what do you think? What are the advantages, or what do you think, like in a bigger picture, about this scenario?
If I talk about myself, we were used to learn the things offline. Okay, there was a time when we go to school, we go to tuitions, and we learn the things offline. But I still remember those pain. Okay, now I can relate. Like just after finishing the class, we need to have our lunch, and then we need to go to offline, which is like 30-40 minutes time, and then go for studying. So this is like the moment we go to the tuition classes or something, maths, any classes, our energy was like down. Okay, we don't have any energy to learn the new concept. But the same thing, if I talk about online, I know we can just after, any class or anything, we can just go to online classes. Okay, we can attend. So that 40 minutes, I know like I'm saving and I'm utilizing it for charge up of my energy. So this is
Correct.
one advantage I can see for online learning. Okay, yeah. One more is thing which again I need to share was for example, we know okay, like we used to go offline classes so that we can interact so many people. Okay, but that so many people sometimes create so many disturbance also. So this is what they're in the offline classes. We can't say every time. We used to say, okay, our teachers used to say, keep quiet, shut down, don't talk, something, and this is like lack of concentration. This create lacks of concentration. But if I talk about the same time, he don't need to say anything. Any teacher don't need to say anything. They can mute. Okay, we can interact. Okay, and also online, I'm saying like mini group classes are there as compared to the offline. So these are the few advantages of which I like. Which was the my pain. Okay, so I wish this 2020 COVID, if it came in 2010 or 12, and in our time, so we would have saved lots of time and energy also.
Right, that's so true. Actually, it's well put up, because all of us, I think, have studied in schools and it was all offline, no online exams, nothing. We all got introduced to this very platform, very medium just now, 2 years back. So, definitely an advantage, saving energy and your resources. So, with this, Shreya, we move on to you. So, even you have gone through this pandemic phase, and I remember you were doing your digital marketing course also during the same phase, which was again online. So, tell us something about, how do you see this in a bigger picture?
Okay, the first online class which I took was in my degree. Like I was in my degree second year. That was the time when Corona entered our country, and it was like hectic. Like we used to take online classes, but at earlier stages, because we are so used to offline classes, it was pretty new to us. We used to do this tricks and everything with the teachers, since they don't know about computers much. We used to make them leave the meeting with just one press of buttons and everything. It was fun, but at the same time it was very convenient. When it came to COVID, we didn't have to come in contact with anyone, but
Right.
it was very convenient staying at home or any place else. Like few of my friends were abroad or some other countries, they were taking classes from there itself and study for the exams. I think these online classes or this online generation, what we can say, it's totally advantage to us. Like I know, like there are also disadvantages, but once a person knows how to use it well, um I think every kid or every mother, every parent is gonna just take all the goodness of this online classes. We have even igebra provides online math classes. Not only math or online classes, we can take just singing classes that being held online, dancing classes, and everything else is being online, and it is very convenient. Even now we are on Zoom call, as you told. Like it's better to meet people or hang out with people this way.
Yeah, and we don't have to even fear of bacteria, because just like Vikram sneezed right now, we don't have to fear about corona for the fact that it will come through the screens. So definitely that was well put up, Shreya, talking about how you're talking about that, you don't have to come in contact with the people, because especially children, they get affected very soon. But guys, that parents have this concern that children are not going out, their postures, their routines, everything is getting spoiled, because as human beings, we always attract the negative first than the positive. So we know the posture, the routine, everything has just got disrupted in our lives, and we're very easy breezy lying on the bed and just operating the laptop, doing our work. So today we'll not focus on the negatives anymore. I want both of you to give me the positives, because negatives, we all know that eyes get strained and things like this. But how can we actually modify all this and use it in our favor? So I want to actually ask both of you to give the positives, and maybe how students can imbibe, or maybe even adults can imbibe this in their routines in a better way for their development. Because of course, as human beings, we can't have a pause in our lives. 2 years have gone by, but it doesn't mean that we stop studying or we stop working. The life goes on. So Vikram, we come to you. Please give us some positives, or maybe tell us something like, even if I'm lying on the couch or something, what should I do? Like, for example, do I go for an exercise maybe after this, or what else are the things I can do?
Okay, talking to this same point, like, see, we know there are two type of things. Okay, we are talking about online classes. So I'm not saying about like, okay, schools are going to be fully online. Okay, students are going to interact. Okay, obviously after 2 years they are going back to school, but so much problems are coming. Okay, COVID coming, rain coming, schools are closing, shut down. So okay, this
True.
is the one way they are interacting. The second way, if I talk about, obviously at the evening time they are going to play, they are interacting. But the thing which I'm talking about is ki, like how small courses, I mean, they can take online to, I mean, for their future. So if we talk about the moment they took online classes, so obviously there is a discipline. Okay, we can't say ki if we turn off of the camera, I
Mm-hmm.
can lie easily. Okay, on this sofa or wherever. But
Yeah.
if the camera is on, so obviously I will be like sitting in a very good posture. Okay,
Yeah.
I can manage that thing. Apart from, obviously, I mean, the moment I am just delivering this thing, okay, student can learning something, their parents can see this, I mean, those things. Okay, so that are the discipline lessons. Okay, anyone can uh, follow the same pattern. Okay, follow the same thing. So this is what I like ki, okay, in between they are going online, I mean, they are going to schools, they are going for play, they are doing some activities. Okay, they're just sitting. Okay, if
Yeah.
I forget about the posture and everything, so they are just destroying their discipline for 1 or 2 hours only, which is
True.
fine. Okay, for the kids, they can lie. Okay, so this is what my intent, I mean, my thinking about it.
That's great. Vikram, actually, that's well put up also in a way. I don't find a problem. If you guys would have seen that, there were a lot of memes where people are wearing shorts below, but on the top, they are in their shirts. So, which makes you look like you are in your formals, but you're not. But in the end, what is the problem? No, if you are able to manage, and if you're like comfortable in your shorts or boxers or jeans or whatever, it works. So I think it's just about accepting, which we could not in the beginning. But since a lot of time has passed by now, I think we all are very comfortable with this mode. And now adding to this also, we have a lot of work from home career opportunities, which I think India never had before this. So again, advantage. So Shreya, we all listed few advantages, and we feel how he was talking about, if your cameras are on, then you have to sit in a particular position also. So that's a remedy to what people said, that oh my god, this system has such a big flaw. So what do you think? What are the advantages from your end?
Okay, for me, it is like when we are talking about kids or a student who's taking online classes, they don't have to miss the classes even when they are having some trouble, because even these days while traveling also they are taking online classes. Like there was a meme recently, a person was driving and he just parked his vehicle beside and he was attending a meeting and doing his work. That could be the perfect example for that.
Multitasking.
Yeah. And students, basically students, because see, few students won't go to school because their parents are busy to drop them, or rain is falling, something with the weather, or their own personal problems. But now the percentage of the children attending the online classes has also increased widely, because they don't have any reason to skip the class now. And also they can just there is an option called record in the meetings or in the classes, where they just record the session and send it to children to revise them. So that could be a very good thing, because in offline we can't record the session, we just have to write, and sometimes kids just forget what they write also. That's because I personally have gone through that in my school days. Like I used to write down one and one step, but coming back home and practicing it again, I would forget everything, like how to do and all. But with these online classes, there is no option of forgetting. They just, they can just play the video and come up with the thing. Um, and also every kid, regardless of their locations, they can they can take up the classes. Even for us, like right now I'm outside Hyderabad. I'm taking the meetings. I'm doing my work and everything. Like if you're in other place, you are working for us now. So it's like different. Like wherever you are, you get connected with people. You're doing your work. That is very nice. Like it's convenient and also time effective.
Correct. I think that's rightly put up. And when you say that we are in different locations, actually, we three are in different locations, and we have
Yes.
connected through this to exchange our thoughts and our ideas, which is again good. And all three of us have different things also to talk about. Irrespective of any other fact, we have weather conditions only to talk about, where is it raining and where it's not raining. So definitely we have these things. So thank you so much, Vikram. Thank you so much, Shreya, for actually enlightening us over these benefits, because the sole purpose of this topic was that we often tend to attract negative more. So our point is to just spread positivity in terms of mental well-being also, as well as education wise also, since we are in this system. But before you guys go, I want you to give one liners or any one word of inspiration or motivation to the youth out there, the young minds out there. So Vikram, we begin with you.
Okay, so I think this can be a motivation for parents, okay, not student. I spent my entire, I mean, 4 years, okay, of my degree offline, okay. But last year I took the online classes of 6 months, and now I'm working as a digital marketer. So I was an engineer offline, but I am an online digital marketer. So this is something like, though we spend lots of time in offline also, but it's still 6 months of online learning made me to land here, and which is I'm happy. Like,
Correct. Content is very important. So, Vikram, that was a good one. The contradiction that you presented. So, good. You're already making use of the online technology to the fullest. And also, our audience should know that he is our brilliant digital marketer who keeps telling us things happening on our websites, because we all do not have any knowledge. So, we all rely on him to see where we stand as an organization. So that's great, Vikram. We thank you for that as well. Shreya is also actually a digital marketer. Wow, that's amazing. So we have two digital marketers with us who keep helping us wherever we need, and how we have to grow as an organization is something they play a major role in. So thank you guys for that. But Shreya, yeah, your wrap up line.
So I would totally agree with Vikram sir. I myself am a commerce student. I did my graduation and become honors. And after doing it, like just within one internship online regarding digital marketer, my whole attention went to digital marketing. I would agree on that. One liner would be that everything has a disadvantage to that. We just have to, take the advantages and have to understand how to use them instead of going on the negative side.
Correct. Rightly put up. So thank you so much, Vikram. Thank you so much, Shreya, for being a part of this show today. And definitely we are catching you again very soon. So stay tuned.
Thank you.